300 years, this kingdom killed every dragon that came near it. Then one landed on the tower at dusk.
For 300 years, this kingdom killed every dragon that came near it. Then one landed on the tower at dusk and did something no dragon ever had. Nothing at all. Villagers gathered below with torches raised, certain this would end the way it always did. Fire, screaming, a hero. But the dragon didn't move. It only watched them. Its eyes were gold and old, older than the mountain the kingdom was built beside. For 300 years, no one had ever stopped to wonder what a dragon actually wanted. This was tradition, the oldest rule Aldemir had. When a dragon comes to claim the mountain, the kingdom sends a knight, and the knight always comes back a hero. So the best knight in the kingdom rode out, just as every knight before him had, cheered on by a crowd that had never once questioned why this kept happening. Victory always meant feast, a trophy on the wall, a toast to another dragon slain, 300 years of celebration, and not one person asking what it cost. Princess Wren watched it all from a window, apart from the celebration below. 18 years old and endlessly talked about. Her manners, her marriage, her duty. Never once asked her opinion. But this dragon was different. It didn't burn a single field. It didn't touch a single sheep. It simply waited on the tower, as if it had somewhere it needed to be. Sir Corwin rode up the mountain path alone, sword at his hip, doing what knights in Aldemir had always done. He didn't know this climb would end differently than everyone before it. He reached the top expecting a fight. Instead, the dragon simply looked at him, and for the first time in 300 years, a knight's sword stayed in his sheath. "Your Majesty," Corwin said, pale and shaking before the king, "it spoke to me." Dragons didn't speak. Dragons burned and roared and died. In that order. Always in that order. The court erupted. 300 years of certainty, undone by 4 words. It didn't attack. It asked for the princess, not to harm her, to talk to her. Wren was halfway up the tower stairs before her father finished forbidding it. 18 years of being told what to do. And this was the first thing she chose herself. At the top, the dragon was waiting, not with fire, not with fury, just patience. The kind that comes from 300 years of never being asked a single question. "My name is Thessaly," the dragon said, voice low as distant thunder. "I didn't come for gold or sheep or a fight with your knights. I came because your mountain is dying." Beneath the surface, 100 years of mining had hollowed the mountain to its bones. One more season, and the tunnels would collapse, taking half the kingdom's water with them. Dragons used to live inside mountains, not just on top of them, Thessaly said. "We held them together. I climbed this one because I could feel it dying beneath my claws." Wren walked into her father's council chamber with the dragon at her side. The first Aldemir princess in 300 years to bring the monster instead of the sword. The king was furious. The court was scandalized. A dragon standing calmly in the throne room while 3 centuries of tradition demanded it be dead on the mountainside instead. Then Sir Corwin stepped forward and lowered his sword to the ground. "I've fought 12 dragons in my life," he said quietly. "Not one of them attacked first. Not one." It took 3 days of arguing before the king finally listened. Not because his daughter outranked him, but because she refused to leave until someone actually heard her. The king sealed a new decree that day. 300 years of an oldest rule, rewritten in a single afternoon, because one princess had climbed a tower instead of sending a sword. Thessaly moved into the mountain that spring, settling into the very stone it had been dying inside of, holding together what 300 years of tradition had nearly destroyed. Within a month, the tremor stopped. Within a season, the wells ran full again, and a kingdom that had spent centuries afraid of dragons finally understood what one could give it. The miners worked alongside the dragon now instead of digging blindly beneath it, and found copper veins they'd walked past for a decade, safe in stone, thusly kept from collapsing. Seasons turned, roads were built. A kingdom that once measured its strength in dragon skulls began measuring it in something else entirely, in what it had learned to listen to. 11 years later, Ren became queen. History remembers her roads, her schools, her treaties, but that isn't the story people actually tell their children at night. It's the story of a girl who climbed a tower expecting a monster and found something that had simply been waiting 300 years for someone to ask one question. What do you actually want? Not every creature at the gate is there to be fought. Some of them are only there to be heard.